So the unfortunate thing is that one of the proposals that is really bad is trailing legislation. So it's good that we're starting today because we have about 60 days of work that we're going to be doing together. So we really have to focus on getting activists in San Francisco plugged back in. Why was the plug pulled? Because we were doing too good, right? So when we lost a base in a community center, it takes us a while to get everybody in focus and back in the know. So the trailing legislation basically does a couple of things, but the one that is most tragic for patient-safe access is that it puts penalties onto any dispensary that has a compassion program. Then you have the state law that's already in place, and what that does is it closes down all of your small gardens and the gardens where a lot of medical cannabis patients have been receiving what we call garden direct shares at an affordable rate or at a free rate. And we are able to grow together through SB 420. So what the current law does is it destroys all those collectives, and now they want to add something on top of it to kill the compassion programs in the legal medical cannabis structure. So they're not talking about killing compassion in the adult use that passed, they're talking about killing the compassion for the medical cannabis patients. And it's extremely tragic because most patients don't know tomorrow's the deadline to get any input in. Who here knew tomorrow was the deadline?
To really support tenants.
Exactly. So like a lot of politics, what they're depending on is discouragement, disinformation, and not engaging the most affected people into the process. So we have a bureau, a department/bureau of cannabis now at the state level.
That were willing to share their stories about
They went
how hard
and
it is
did
to
4
support
different sort of public
personal
comment
level
series.
to get
But
that
guess
conviction
3
notice.
cities that they
It's a lot
didn't
more
come
than
to?
having to meet your community.
San Francisco, Oakland, and Berkeley, where patients are organized
And that is
and
why
have
we're here
a
today.
long tradition of being activists. They only went to cities where the industry people never really had the sort of connections that patients have in the Bay Area. And it's really sad because we created safe access, and now other people are exploiting it for their own profit. So we have to be very engaged in the next 30 to 60 days and make sure that so we're just starting today, but this bill will be, so this bill is going to be introduced into the state houses in the upcoming weeks. So we're going to have to get all together, get in the bus like we've done before, and go to Sacramento. But we need to be informed. We need our representatives to be calling Governor Brown and saying there's no reason to shut down compassion. You actually need to be building a structure around compassion and giving incentives and assuring that everyone that gets a medical cannabis state permit has compassion. That's what should be happening. But instead what's happening is that people will be facing a penalty for free samples. And we know that free samples is code for compassion, right? Also to warn people about what was about to happen. We, as Access and Love, were out there. We were telling people, don't vote for Prop 64. They're going to shut down compassion, they'll price patients out of the market, you know, and the thing is, it had what we call progressive window dressing. So the uninformed progressive voter looked at it and thought, hey, legal cannabis. I'll vote for that. And that happens to us so many times over and over again is we have uninformed progressive voters who see the word cannabis and feel like, well, hey, I love that. Great. And they don't look at the devil in the details. And that's what we're discussing today is really the devil in the details. And unfortunately, that devil in the details doesn't have a heart. Does not have a heart, does not want to assure that our veterans, our elderly, our chronic pain, are catastrophically ill, early Alzheimer's, don't feel that break in safe access and affordable access. And affordable access is going to hit every patient. Who is going to pay the price of an expensive and practical law? You are. You're going to pay it when you get to the counter because that's what ends up happening. So patients' access is being deteriorated in 3 different ways. First, the shutdown of the small communal gardens that SB 420 allowed. Second, the penalties attached to compassionate care at dispensaries and nothing to support the dispensaries that for years have been offering what's just human nature, basically passing the joint, right? And then third, we're going to get hit by outrageous, the price is going to go up and we're going to have limited options. We're going to have big mega stores and our small, mom and pop shops are really going to get affected. So I'm hoping if you take one thing home today, it's that we have to get a call in before 5 o'clock tomorrow. You've got to get your email in before 5 o'clock tomorrow to the State Bureau. And then you got to sign that petition to Jerry Brown because what's hitting us now comes from Jerry Brown's office. And patient input. A fake Democrat. So one thing that is happening at the state level is that they're going to be creating a board that's supposed to have an ability to get some of the patient input. And as Access of Love, we're very fortunate to, met in Sacramento our friend Richard Miller, who's from a collective that we know very well. We know Lynette. We went to her court case. She runs a Christian collective that was standing up for their right to not be taxed. And he's a great person to know in Sacramento. He cares about patients, and he's running for the Bureau's advisory board. So I want to call up Richard and see what can we learn from Richard today to help us as we go on this journey for the next 2 days together until 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Thank you for having me here today. I just want to bring it forward that we're all patients, and we got to look at the compassion aspect of this. Those most affected are going to be our elderly, our young, our people of color, our people of less economic means to move forward. And because of MCRSA passing 2 years ago, it essentially abolished the collective rights for patients to have the ability to grow collectively. Now this is important because we have a lot of our farmers who secure their own strains with high CBD and other medicines that are extremely important for those patients that are most in need. Those with catastrophic illnesses, terminally ill, and those patients that are homebound or bedbound that can't have access, need access, and the only way that we can do that is to collectively grow. Because the industry is moving forward in a progressive manner, we have not had the input that we need from those patients. Those industry leaders and professionals that are running businesses are engaged with the Bureau of Medical marijuana regulations and safety, but the patients are not being heard. I applied for the position for the advisory board for the Bureau. However, it's not guaranteed that I'll get that position. But I do what I can to help those patients most in need. So it's my hope that I can educate further patients. It's also my belief that your voice can be heard. I was here 27 years ago up until 1999 fighting for our rights here in San Francisco. And I moved to Sacramento to lobby and help those patients most in need throughout the state because so many counties and cities put bans forward.
That's right.
San Francisco is a sanctuary city. We should always look and keep that in mind and move forward. But it's important that patients understand and know that their voice can be heard. But it takes you, each individual, and every patient, and every caregiver, and anybody that is a loved one of a patient that's using medical cannabis to contact our governor. Phone the governor. Let them know that your rights are being interceded, and you need to have the ability to have the right to grow and cultivate your medicine collectively. It's most imperative. The voices will not be heard unless you contact them. The Bureau will take advice as far as the industry is concerned, but they must follow state regulations, and the state regulations are set forward by the legislature. So it's also important that you contact your legislatures and let them know your personal story. Let them know how it has impacted your life, and that with the sunset of collectively growing on January 1st, 2018, those patients are going to be left behind, are going to be most impacted, or yourselves, those people that don't have access, those people that can't grow their own, don't have the ability to, or live in a high dense populated city like San Francisco that don't have the cultivation rights for the abilities to grow. You rely on other cities and counties to grow, so therefore you must make your voices heard. And believe me, your voice is taken far more seriously than myself as an activist who's at the Capitol and all the local governments. You are 6 times more likely to be heard as a citizen of this state. So I urge you, contact the governor. Let them know you need your cultivation rights. Contact your boards of supervisors, contact your city council. It starts at home base and goes all the way up to the legislature. Your voice can be heard. I tell everybody to call and don't get mad. Come up with solutions. Talk to them like they're your friends. Explain them how it will heavily impact your ability to take care of your medical needs. Tell them that it will be a financial stress. I was at the joint Capitol hearing staff hearing last year for AUMA. That's Prop 64. I brought forward to the joint hearing staff, both the Senate and the Assembly, that the negative impacts of ALMA was going to affect medical patients. We now know cities and counties can get that sales tax waived if they get a state card. However, most counties only have a limited number of appointments to get those cards, so it makes it difficult to get those cards. Also, because it is limited, it only gives you that 8.5% discount. It does not remove any excise tax, such as Sacramento has a 4% cannabis use tax. Then they're going to impose a 15% ALMA tax next year to all patients. That's going to put the tax base at 27%. Not only includes that tax, but then all the cultivators are going to be paying a $9.25 tax per ounce. That means an additional $150 per tax per pound. And it's also going to include a $4.75 tax per leaf. This is going to create a heavy burden on the patient. The costs are going to go up. The quality of the medicine is going to go down. And patients are going to be left out. So I urge you all to contact Jerry Brown Let the office know how it's going to negatively impact you and how it's going to affect your medical life. And contact
How
your
does it
personal
affect somebody's life when they take everything from you and bring you up and down these hills and chasing you?
Sir,
and
this
take your
is
identity?
exactly what we need is solutions.
What you need,
Sir,
what you need is motherfucking common sense. That's all you need.
Sir, we need calm. We need
You can't
calm.
just do anything you want to anybody.
We hear you, sir. We hear you, sir. But what I want you to do is come to them with solutions. Tell them your personal story. Don't get mad at them. Don't rant at them. They're going to more likely annoy you and not take you seriously. So I urge you, contact them. You have until tomorrow by 5 o'clock to contact the Bureau to address any regulatory issues that are coming forward. This will impact patients. But also, the governor is coming out with this trailer bill. It was supposed to be released today with amendments. So you should also contact the governor on that governor bill. That's 1578. I thank you for your time and I thank you for your support in coming out today.
1578. That's the bill.